So Mr. Leitner, I have a few questions for you this afternoon regarding your father. What was your greatest distraction at your baseball games?
Well, I played in a lot of games as a youth, from 4 years old to about 18. There was always this one man that came up to my games and standing there in a uniform, big sunglasses on, navy blue uniform, big badge, looked like a hero. Wasn't necessarily a distraction, but I always noticed him.
Interesting.
That was my dad.
In another direction, Zach, I thought I'd ask you, I was also curious about your dad's EMT skills. Did they ever come in handy as a child?
Well, as a youth, I ran into a lot of trouble. There was, one or maybe 2, 3 times that he found me on the bottom of a pool, unconscious and unable to rescue myself, that he came to my aid. There's another time that choked on a gumball that he was nearly about to perform an emergency tracheotomy on me. Luckily, he didn't, and here I am today. The last thing was the house we used to live in. Me and my 2 older sisters used to share a bedroom, and we used to go down this slide from the top bunk of the bunk bed to the bottom, or to the floor. And this one day I fell down and got lodged in between and hung myself. Luckily he was there to quickly save my life, and for that I thank him.
I have an additional question about the pool. Were your sisters the ones holding you underwater?
I can neither confirm nor deny that, but I would like to think that they might have had a hand in that drowning.
Thank you. If your dad, the firefighter, taught you anything, what was it?
Well, he definitely taught me how the correct way to use matches was. I know they always say, you're not supposed to play with matches, but in the Leitner household, we always knew how to play with matches.
Your dad liked to handle fire a lot. What did you learn from that?
Well, growing up, middle school, high school, we always had a lot of bonfires. And at that Leitner household, we always had the best bonfire. Whether he made it, I'm pretty sure Mendota Heights had standards. It was supposed to be 3 by 3. And we always broke those standards. Numerous occasions, the police or the fire department would show up. And they'd always, have a gripe. But he was always in control of that situation.
To carry that on a little further, firefighter has a lot of days off. Do you think that that is a good thing or a bad thing as you're growing up?
Yeah, it seemed like he did have a lot of days off, especially in this one certain summer. I think actually he worked 3 days the whole summer. And the way I was awoken from bed every day was getting my mattress flipped over while I was on it. And, this was at 8 or 9 a.m. And right to the yard I went, whether it was to, work on the pond or, work on the stream, cut the grass at a certain hour, because not cutting the grass at a certain hour was detrimental to the lawn. All that was very big, Tom, and, all something I had to be aware of at all times.
What an exciting childhood. A few other questions, Zach. Being a firefighter, did his life-saving skills ever come in handy?
No, I don't believe so. At one point, I believe his good friend that you are right here asked him to come out here to sunny Southern California and start a new lifestyle, and you know, he declined. You know,
Guess he missed out.
to this day, I still give him grief for that decision. You know, he could be enjoying this right now.
Is there anything else you would like to say?
The only thing I'd say is that I'm proud of him, and I miss him, and I love him, and I wish I was there today and I could see him retire. Thanks, Dad.